What's going on, guys, and welcome back to the Hammer Dance YouTube channel. So today I want to talk to you guys a little bit about something that I get emails about all the time. I get comments, pretty much everything about people struggling when it comes to growing on Twitch or YouTube or whatever it is, whether they're trying to stream or trying to start a YouTube channel. A lot of people out there are struggling, and that raises the question of you need to kind of step back and evaluate it and think about it and figure out if this really is for you. I want to start by saying that it's definitely not for everyone. You know what I mean? Like there's some people out there that are built for this, and there's some people out there that aren't. I know it's something that everyone would like to do. It's something that everyone wants to do, right? Making videos for a living or playing video games live for an audience for a living. It sounds like a pretty good job, and I mean, you can't blame people for wanting to do it. The problem there is that not everyone is cut out for it, and that is the hard truth about it. It takes a lot of dedication. It takes a lot of time. It's to be a YouTuber or a streamer or both. Doing this stuff full time will definitely take up more time than if you worked 40 or 50 hours at a normal job. So if you think that this is like the easy way out to do something and make money and live doing something fun and not really having to work full time, it's definitely not for you, because the amount of work and the amount of time that you have to put into your channel, whether it be Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, whatever it is simply just way more than if you were to just go to work 9 to 5 at any other job. And that's just the harsh reality of it. And there's this misconception where everyone thinks that it's easier or that it doesn't take as much time and things like that. That is not true. And I can promise you it takes a lot of time, and it's a lot of work. And it's definitely straining on your mental because you're going to go through times where you need to be creative. You know, the whole job revolves around being creative and coming up with ideas to make videos, or coming up with creative ways to interact with your audience on stream, or do things to keep people interested and make them want to hang out on your stream. I mean, there's millions of people streaming. There's millions of YouTubers. Why does someone want to watch you? Right? And that is the question that you have to ask yourself. Do you have the time to do this? Do you have the mental fortitude to sit here and just keep getting knocked down when you post 20 videos and none of them do well? Are you going to keep going, or are you going to give up? Are you going to make time to come up with content and craft videos and record them and edit them and all this stuff, with real life also being a factor? You see, like what I have found here, and I've been doing this going on my 3rd year now, is that for it to actually work, you need to basically take doing YouTube or streaming or whatever, probably both. You don't want to just stream. If you're not already big and you don't already have an audience, you can't just start streaming and gain an audience. It's nearly impossible, and if it happens, it's almost like winning the lottery. I can almost guarantee you that's not how it will work. And that's not meant to discourage you, but there's a lot more work that goes into it. You definitely need to make content elsewhere and drive that audience to your Twitch, because that's the only way you're going to get discovered. But what I'm trying to say is that you basically need to treat it like a job, right? And that sounds easy, like, oh yeah, sure, I'll wake up every day and I'll work on videos, or I'll stream from 9 in the morning until 5 o'clock at night. Still won't work that way, because if you think about it, in real life, you have bills, you have rent, you have to pay your bills and all this stuff, and you're not really making money off of this. I would say at least the first 6 months to a year, you're making $0. Everything you put into your stream, all the equipment you buy, everything is an investment, and you're not getting that money back anytime in the beginning, and there is no guarantee that you'll ever get it back, right? So it is a risk. And like I said, this isn't meant to discourage anyone. This is meant to just kind of be real and kind of answer these questions and trying to, you know, figure out if it really is for you. So yeah, you have to pay your bills, you have to do all this stuff. So treating this as a full-time job is tough, because guess what? You still actually need to work another job to pay those bills, or pay your rent, or feed yourself, or take care of your family, and things like that. So it makes it a lot harder. So really what happens is it becomes a second job, which is what it is for me. So it's a second job. You need your main job because you need that income. And it's not, there's, the hardest part about it is that there's no guarantees, right? There's absolutely no guarantee. You can post a video every other day for 5 years And there's no guarantee that this could be your job. You could never gain traction, or you could gain traction. There are a lot of strategies on how to gain traction, like learning how to optimize your videos for search and things like that. There are a lot of strategies and a lot of tricks to help you gain traction and help you gain an audience. And if your content is good, people will come back, people will watch, people will subscribe. That is a given. But what I'm trying to say is you can't bank on it right in the beginning, right? You need to get at it for like a year or two, do it as a second job. I would say get your first 50 videos out there, maybe even 75 videos, and judge it from that point, right? Do it for a year or two, continue working your other job. You can't quit that job because you need to pay these bills, right? So do that and see how it goes from there. Evaluate it in a year, evaluate it in 2 years, and see where you're at, right? You might have to change up your content. You might have to do this. This channel started as a Fortnite channel, right? I was big into Fortnite at the time. I was playing super competitively in tournaments every week. This channel started as a Fortnite channel. I was doing Fortnite tutorials and things like that, and look where we are now. It turned into a tech channel, turned into like a streaming tips channel, because this is what I'm good at, and this is what I can think of content about. I've just always been into tech. I've always been good with audio and video and things like that. So that's kind of the direction that my channel took me. I think I did one video on like how to get your OBS settings right, and it blew up, and I was like, oh wow, okay, maybe this is my niche. Maybe I should just talk about this stuff. And don't get me wrong, it still gets hard for me too. This is not easy. Sometimes I have severe writer's block, and it's hard for me to come up with concepts for videos. That happens to everyone, and I'm sure bigger YouTubers out there most likely have people coming up with ideas for them and writing videos and things like that. But for the most part, when you're starting, you're doing this all on your own. You're recording, you're editing, you're thinking of your videos, you're writing out outlines and scripts and things like that. Not that we read scripts, or I don't read scripts, but I do write basic outlines for my videos because I want to have something to go off of to talk to you guys about. So that takes a lot of time. This stuff takes a lot of time, and I would say maybe an average of how much time it takes to put out a good, well thought out video that's edited well, recorded well, has a nice thumbnail and all that. I would say that's maybe 1 to 2 full days of work to get one 10-minute long video out there. And that a lot of that is concepting and like thinking about what you want to talk about, writing out bullet points and figuring that out, recording it, talking about it the right way. All of these things matter. So it takes a lot, right? And this isn't just about YouTube. It's about YouTube and streaming as well. Anything to do with content creation takes time. Even TikToks are super short, but there's people out there who put a lot of time and effort into those TikToks, and that's why they blow up. So it's not a get rich overnight thing. It's not an easy way out, if that's what any of you were thinking. It is simply another job. It's a great job. I love it. I love doing this kind of stuff. I've always been creative. I've always loved audio and video and streaming and gaming, all that stuff. It's my favorite in the world. If I could just have a new piece of tech to talk about every day, I would. It's my favorite thing in the world. Don't get me wrong. It's super rewarding and fun, but you just need to understand what really goes into it if you want to do this as a job. It's not going to be easy. It is absolutely attainable to get this as your job if you put the time and you put the effort in. It is exhausting sometimes. It is frustrating sometimes. It's scary at sometimes, right? There's no job security in this. This is you're basically running your own business. So if something happens and YouTube went down tomorrow forever, or my channel got completely banned for no reason, yeah, that's stressful. I mean, if this is your only source of income, that is super stressful. So it's things like that you need to think about. And like I said, in no way did I want this video to be discouraging to any of you. I just wanted to be real. I've always been real with you guys, and I hope that you understand that. And I wanted to just kind of portray what it actually is like. Not that it's not fun. It is so much fun, and I love it, and I'm super thankful that I get to do this, and I really appreciate all the support from you guys. But I just want to make sure that everyone knows what it is when they're going into it, because if you go into it not realizing what it actually is, that's when you get discouraged, you'll get depressed, it won't be a fun thing anymore, it'll become stressful, and that's not what it's all about. It's about being creative and just having fun. So my advice to you guys in a one-liner would be creative, do what you love, have fun, and see where it goes. That's what I would say. Just see where it goes. Don't plan on it being your full-time job, because That's not how it works, and there's no guarantees. You don't want to set yourself up for failure. So just be creative, enjoy it, make good content, have fun with it, do it as a hobby. And then if it grows from there, that's amazing. And if it doesn't, guess what? You didn't fail at anything because you didn't plan on it being your full-time job. But it also very much could be. You know what I mean? It's not a complete gamble. There's a lot of stuff to learn. Another piece of advice I would have for all of you is to just learn as much as you can. Learn everything you can about recording. Learn everything you can about editing, about audio, about video. Make your content look and sound great, because that is the basis of your content right there. If it sounds and looks great and you're good with editing and all that stuff, then it's a lot easier to put your ideas down in a concept for a video. People will be interested to watch it if it looks nice, sounds nice, it's edited well. Trust me on that. If you go back and look at my first videos on this channel, they're a little scary, but I was just kind of getting into this, right? I didn't know what I was doing. I was super awkward talking to a camera. That was really rough for me in the beginning. Like, talking to a camera when you haven't done it before, like, you feel weird. And I don't know if anyone else feels that way, but I felt weird in the beginning. Now it's super normal and I feel extremely comfortable. Like, I feel like I'm talking to a person right now, but I'm not. I'm talking to this camera. But you know, it comes with time. It's all experience, trial and error, time. Get your first 50 videos out there, learn as much as you can about the trade here and any tools that can help you along the way. And I guarantee it'll help you guys and you will achieve some sort of success in this field. But that's all from me, guys. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button. I would really appreciate that. And subscribe to the channel, turn on those post notifications so you don't miss next time I post a video. But anyways, guys, if you want to also follow me on Twitch, I stream on there Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 9 p.m. Eastern time, twitch.tv/hammerdance. There will be a link to it in the description below this video. But that's all from me. I want you to keep those hammers up, and I'll see you next time.